This episode felt quite fast to me, it really did. I sat down and watched the episode, and it felt like it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it felt like an episode of Parasite, to be honest, so, yeah. That's how much I enjoyed this episode when it came to Durarara. So, this week's episode of Durarara. I am actually already starting to get those anime blues, because only 2 episodes left. It feels so weird how the anime season is coming closer and closer to a close by the week, and we're getting closer and closer to the finale of this season. Now, I already know there's a couple more seasons of Durarara already announced and stuff like that. Now, we're not going to get more Durarara episodes next season, but the season after that, in summer season, so it's going to suck having to wait for whatever cliffhanger we get in 2 episodes from now, because the way this season is progressing, it feels like this season is mainly just setup. Honestly, let's really look at this in season first. This entire season has been nothing but setup. It really has. And once again with this episode, more setup with Izaya, Akane finding out more about her backstory, and getting to see how, Mikoto has to make his own choices what he needs to do next. I mean, majority of this season has been setup. And I feel like we're going to have a very bad cliffhanger at the end of the season. In 2 episodes, I predict a very bad cliffhanger. It's going to leave us on a bluff, and we're going to have to wait an entire season just to see what's going to happen in the next season of Durarara. So yeah, I feel like mainly this is just a setup season. Next season's going to be a pedal to the metal, frills, and like, oh my god, shit's hitting the fan. I'm willing to bet that's what next season's going to be. So, anyways, regardless of that, let's get back on topic and talk about this episode of Durarara. Now, I hope it's not just me, but I really love Akane in this episode. Like, it was just so kawaii. When I was sitting there watching Akane in this episode, like the first half of it, getting to see her backstory of how she looks at life and then finds out more about her parents and her family. It was just so adorable and sad at the exact same time, and I was just sitting there doing, oh, when I was just, watching the episode. It was so cute. It was so freaking cute. The voice actor of Akane just nailed it. Freaking nailed those scenes. Like, I love those scenes so much. Just getting to see these Akane moments. She's quickly moving up into one of my favorite characters of Durarara, and I have some really good characters I like Izaya, for instance, our Joker of the series, but I'm really liking Akane. She's a really cool character, and I really hope she has more spotlights in the future of the series. For instance, I know some characters, they get the spotlight majority of the time, like a lot of characters get development and stuff like that, but I really, really hope that Akane becomes a reoccurring character in the future seasons of Durarara. Verona, I think that's how you say her name, the assassin girl that we found out a couple episodes back. Verona in this episode is tracking down Mikoto and also following Henri, and just seeing what is going on, and the episode cliffhangers us where she's like determining if Mikoto is an apparition or anything like that, and it makes you wonder something real quick. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of crazy if it turns out to be like that? What if that dialogue right there, from what, she just said, turns out to let us know that maybe Mikoto is some form of apparition? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, we've seen some crazy things in this series. I mean, it has supernatural, you have like a headless horseman type thing going on. You have, Henri with Saika and stuff like that. And so it would kind of be possible if there's other apparitions out there. I'm willing to bet there is, and it would be kind of crazy if Mikoto is also an apparition, he doesn't know it. That would be really incredible if we find out something like that, because it would kind of definitely change up his character, but it also go along with, his thought process of what he wants to do as a character, ever-changing dollars and stuff like that, and how he wants to continue to change and have, a different perspective. So, yeah, I wonder if that was, some form of foreshadowing in this episode, but moving past that, the episode, I guess you could say it's fast-paced, but slow at the exact same time. I don't know how to really describe that. Like, it was fast-paced where so many things were going down at once, but it felt so slow to where you're like, oh my god, like, what really happened this episode? Like, if you look at it in a perspective, what really happened in this episode? Like, let's dive into some details. The first half of the episode focuses on, Akane and her backstory. Just seeing her backstory of how she found out that her parents were part of the mafia, and when she found out the true shit of her life because, everybody was treating her nice and all that because they were fearful for their own lives and family. You find out about, Akane's backstory in the first half. And then the second half of the episode is kind of more setup for the fight between the Mafia to all these other gangs going on, Blue Squares, Dollars, so forth, so on. And that's pretty much what the second half of the episode is, just setting up more fights, and it's really getting interesting because there's a lot of things building up, and I wonder what Mikoto as a character is going to choose to do next, because he's in a spot right now. I mean, he's in the middle of all this chaos. He either has to, you know, stand up and become the Blue Squares leader, maybe acknowledge and say he's the Dollars leader, or, you know, he's going to sit back. I have no idea. I mean, there's a lot of variables we have to look at in many directions that this arc can take. And so I wonder what will happen next. And I mean, what is Izai's goal too? That's another goal. I mean, I know he just wants the world to burn. That's exactly how Izai is. But I mean, what is he really trying to do when it comes to this, like, little fight, this dispute going on? Like, is he just trying to have fun? Or, I mean, what is he trying to do? Like, what is he trying to accomplish? Or actually, no, the main question I should be shifting over to is, what is Oba trying to do? Like, what is he trying to do? I mean, we know he's similar to Izaya, but what does he want to do? That's the big question we also need to be leaning on, too. So, yeah, there's a lot of questions, and we have to wonder what direction this arc is going to take. So, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.